Hi everyone and welcome back. Today I have the pleasure to present to you the Walzer No.1 that I made for you. In this Walzer we are going to play double notes, which are those ones. In the first voice, as you can see, we have just two notes, which are doubles, that we are going to play simultaneously on the same time. So the first thing that we can see is we are in 3/4. We have two voices, the bass here, and the first voice, which at least on the first line is on with doubles. What I mean by that I'm going to play, for instance, this C note and E note. I'm going to play with my right hand, both on the same time. I'm going to place here and here, where I have the C note and the E note, and I'm going to play simultaneously. I'm going to do this movement here. I'm going even to think that both of my fingers are one. This thought usually helped me a lot in order to just get one feeling. So let's begin. We have a G note on the bass, then we have double notes made by C note and E note as well here. Then I have on the bass, on the second measure, I have an A, still same double notes as here, so the main difference is the bass. Okay, let me play one more time. Notice how I really try to play two notes, those double notes, as though they were one. This is very important. Don't do that like. No, always try with patience, just to put, and then when you feel ready. Yes, I usually take my both fingers and unite them like this. I'm not staying like this with open, but I just try to unite them and use it like if they were one. Then let's go to the third bar. I still have G note on the bass, but here I split. I have B note and F note, so second open string, B note, and F here on the first fret. So I'm going to play. Last bar is almost identical, only the bass will change. A note on the bass. So as we can hear and see from the score, we have an exchange of melody, because the bass line is changing, is playing with the voice, the first voice. So the storyteller is mixing between the voices. I'm going to rephrase it for you. And now let's go to the bar number 5, second line. I have on the bass line, bass note, I have B note, second string. Then I have G and G. Either I can choose thumb, index, medium finger, or what I would suggest to you is thumb for the bass, medium finger, eye finger. I am always suggesting this combination in order to prepare you for the future when we are going to study the tremolo. This one, which implies ring finger, medium finger, and index finger in this order. So let's go to the next bar, number 7. I have change on the bass note, A, then F note, F. I'm continuing. So here I still have the 3/4 as a Walzer, so nothing really changed. rather than the same rhythmical and musical idea that I have here up. But here I already have almost a scale. So it's bass, G note, and then I have almost a full scale, chromatic scale. E note, D note, C, B, A, that will leave me to G. So basically it's from E note to G note. It's almost a scale. I say almost because in order to be completely would be have at least an octave. I mean from G, for example, to G. But this times is almost a half. It's starting from E note. Okay, it's not that quite a full scale, but it's something very nice because allows us to alternating from thumb index medium or thumb medium index to thumb here, and then medium index medium index medium and then thumb. Okay, so the articulation of the right hand, it's a very nice here. It really helps us to alternate between one articulation and another. So I'm going to rephrase all of the line starting from first bar number 5. Now scale. Okay, let's go to bar number 9. We have on the bass still G note, then C note, E note, then A note, C note, E note. Let's go further. G note, B note, F note, and then last bar A note, B note, and F. So basically here we have this line is almost identical with this, have the same pattern. It's just the difference is that here we have doubles and here no. I'm going to play all of this line as it is written, and then I'm going to play the first one with the doubles, so you can hear the just little different. And now. As you can see, it's almost identical. It's just a different way to approach the fingerings, the different way to articulate actually. So let's go to the last line now. Finally we have a new note. So we have the G here, but this time I've put the finger number 1 on the G note. And now normally this is a E note, but normally we played on the open string, the first one. But this time I'm asking you to play it here on the second string. So it's fret number 5, okay? The E note, this one, on the second string, fret number 5. As you can see, the sound is the same. So I'm asking you to do G note here with number 1, finger number 1, and E note on the second string. So it's with the bass would be, and then second bar I would go normally F note with G in bass and D here, and the next bar would be E note with G in bass, C note, E note, and then final D note, C, B. And now here we have our chord, which is made by bass G note, then C note here, as you already know, and E note. Okay, I will play simultaneously. Let me rephrase all of these lines. So I have here with bass. Remember, this E note is on the fret number 5. Now I'm going to play all of the tune so you can have a better idea of the sound of this beautiful valzer that will alternate a lot your articulation and your fingering, okay? I really hope you're going to enjoy Walzer number 1. It has a lot of information, even though it might appear quite easy to play. Lot of articulation on it. It's the same idea but repeated in different form. So please analyze it, study it, and see you next time. Ciao ciao.